Good evening and welcome to Premier League Live on this New Year's Day, a brand new year, but the same excitement around football. After a Boxing Day victory at Turf Moor, Jurgen Klopp's title-chasing and league-leading Liverpool welcome Eddie Howe's out-of-form Newcastle, who lost for only the second time at home in the league this season on Boxing Day to Nottingham Forest. Eddie Howe will hope that the start of 2024 can reboot Newcastle's recent terrible away form in the league, having won just one of their last 11 away games from St James's Park. The Magpies' New Year's resolution will certainly be for a want for better performances on the road to get their season back on track. In stark contrast, Liverpool are in a situation that no one could have expected back in August, with Jurgen Klopp's men leading the way into 2024. The Reds topped the table in the 2-0 Boxing Day win at Burnley, with top at Christmas Arsenal failing to leapfrog Liverpool on two occasions since. Injuries could be the only negative to the first half of the season for Liverpool, with Klopp having to deal without both senior left-back options, Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas, out through shoulder injuries, compounded by a long-term ACL injury to senior defender Joel Matip. Liverpool themselves will know they're ahead of schedule in their rebuild under Jurgen Klopp, but everyone around the club will know to strike while the iron is hot, because a title charge is hard to come by, even at the best of times. To the team news tonight, and Jurgen Klopp makes 4 changes to the Liverpool side, who swept past Burnley on Boxing Day. Ibrahima Konate returns in defence in place of Jarell Quansah, while Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones get the nod in midfield over Harvey Elliott and Ryan Gravenberch. Luis Diaz is preferred to Cody Gakpo up front, meaning Darwin Núñez will likely play centrally. Alexis McAllister is back on the bench after a 6-game layoff with a cut to his knee. Eddie Howe opts to make 2 changes to the Newcastle team that were beaten 3-1 by Nottingham Forest at home 6 days ago. Captain Kieran Trippier isn't involved at all, while Miguel Almiron drops to the bench. Tino Livramento and Joelinton come in. Jamal Lascelles is fit enough for a place on the bench. The full team news is as follows. Alisson in goal for Liverpool, a back 4 of Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk the captain, and Joe Gomez at left back. A midfield 3 of Endo, Jones and Szoboszlai, with a front 3 of Diaz, Salah and Darwin Núñez. For Newcastle, Martin Dubravka starts in goal. Livramento, Schär, Botman and Byrne in a back 4, Byrne the captain. A midfield of Guimaraes, Longstaff and Miley, with a front 3 of Joelinton, Gordon and Isak. It's a fixture that holds a lot of significance in terms of current circumstances in the league, but also one of historic origins. Liverpool versus Newcastle, under the lights at Anfield on New Year's Day. Perfect for a game of football. Kick-off is next. Good evening and welcome to Premier League Live this evening, where we are ready for kick-off at Anfield as Liverpool look to go 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Newcastle want to get their season back on track and push themselves up the table this evening. It's a real battle at Anfield tonight between these two very recent but also very historic rivals. Here's Endo through to Szoboszlai. Early chance for Liverpool there. Szoboszlai's shot is blocked. That's a very good start from Jurgen Klopp's team. Very attacking, very offensive start to the game. Here's Curtis Jones trying to make a move down the left. Has to go backwards. A very happy new year to everyone joining us in the chat this evening. Mind blown says it could go either 4-3 either way. Goals, goals, goals. Well, what a perfect start to the year. That would be a lot of goals in this one. Who knows? Here's Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool. A lot of talk about Liverpool's real spine as they're starting to emerge as possible title contenders. Very ahead of schedule, according to where their expectations were in August. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the cross, deflected away. Szoboszlai wins it back. Brought down by Jones. On the edge of the box. Jones flicks it forward. Diaz in the box looking for an option and almost found Mo Salah. Szoboszlai. Alexander-Arnold deflected wide. Real pressure from Liverpool in the first 90 seconds here. All over Newcastle. Really good. Keeping the pressure on. Diaz looking for the cross. It takes the deflection. Almost finds its way to Salah. Then Szoboszlai again getting involved at the edge of the box. Wins the ball back. Falls to Alexander-Arnold, who strikes right through it with his left foot. It does take a deflection and wide for a Liverpool corner. Very, very good start from Liverpool. Very attacking. Corner whipped in. Headed away by Newcastle. Endo keeps it alive. Diaz on the left. Back to Wataru Endo. Right-footed cross in. Away by Guimaraes. Gomez. Szoboszlai round the corner. Finds Diaz on the left flank. Close to the corner flag is Diaz. Back to Jones. Now Endo. And Liverpool will have it back with Joe Gomez on the halfway line. Ibrahima Konate. Salah. Szoboszlai on the right flank this time. Liverpool moving it nicely early on. Salah, a bit deeper than normal. Looking for the deep cross into the box. Jones to try and control it. Does it with the second time. Brings it down. Keeps the space wide. Tries to get past his man. And it will be a free kick to Liverpool. Anthony Taylor. And Anthony Gordon, the man to give it away to Curtis Jones. Two local Scousers, of course. And a real tough tussle on the edge of the box there. And an early opportunity for Liverpool from this set piece. Really bright start, and they want to capitalise upon this start, Liverpool. They love a set piece goal, and they've got height in there. Konate, Van Dijk, Darwin Nunez amongst them. Newcastle have a lot of height in defence as well. Alexander-Arnold over this free kick then. High up on the right, on the left-hand side of the box, just on the edge of the 18-yard box on the left. Alexander-Arnold waiting from the signal from Anthony Taylor, the referee. The whistle goes. Alexander-Arnold ready to step up for this one. Right-footed, goes for the front post, blocked away by Newcastle. Falls to Salah. And can't really make the most of that there. Gomez spreads it out to Alexander-Arnold on the left. Up against Anthony Gordon. Sends Anthony Gordon for the echo. And gets it away, but Newcastle somehow recover through Luis Diaz, and then they'll get the free kick there. Newcastle a bit of a reprieve after almost 4 minutes of constant barrage from Liverpool early on in this game. A really good start for Liverpool though. Absolutely fantastic. Now Newcastle have only had 2 successful passes in the early minutes compared to Liverpool's 28. And they're pressured at the back again here. Diaz with a high press, but they do get it wide to Livramento. Lots of Liverpool bodies in the way. Konate on the press as well, winning it back. Gomez battling with the challenge of Miley and does win the ball back. And then brought to the floor is Curtis Jones there. A real feisty affair there in the last 30 seconds. And another free kick goes Liverpool's way on that left-hand side. And I think it's Anthony Gordon again that gave away the foul on Curtis Jones. Certainly not in the position he would want to be early on, doing the dirty work at the back. Szoboszlai will take this free kick, it seems, for Liverpool here. On this left-hand side, Alexander-Arnold is making his way over, so either of the two of them. Newcastle set their back line up at the edge of their own box. Szoboszlai to take it, right-footed, right to the back post, but simple enough catch for Martin Dubravka. Just overhit that one slightly, Dominic Szoboszlai. And Newcastle have the ball back with Dubravka. He's taking his time to spread the ball out. Gives it out wide to Byrne on the left. Now Joe Linton. Pressured instantly by Liverpool, and Diaz trying to nick it. He did knock it all the way back to Fabian Schär, who's again under pressure. Real high press from Liverpool, really intense. Newcastle have to send it long, and Liverpool will have it back through Van Dijk. All the way back to Alisson. Alisson again. Ibrahima Konate. Long ball forward. Lovely touch by Szoboszlai. Second touch is a bit wayward, and that allows Newcastle back in. Guimaraes to win it. Endo on the challenge. Gomez a bit late there. And that will be a free kick to Newcastle. Anthony Gordon, the man winning the free kick. Fouled there by Joe Gomez, but that was better from Newcastle, using their pace and their power. Skipping through a few challenges, and then that late one from Joe Gomez, nowhere near the ball. A couple of seconds late there, Gomez, and Anthony Gordon goes down. Free kick Newcastle. Certainly been a very intense, very feisty, very energetic start to the game. Newcastle free kick. Guimaraes takes it, goes long. Trying to go for a hopeful ball. Dan Burn will pick it up on the left-hand side. Looked to be really wayward there from Newcastle, and the link up with Joe Linton goes behind for a Liverpool goal kick. They tried something there, Newcastle, trying to spread Liverpool out to their right back position and make them defend in that area, but Liverpool actually defended it really well. Szoboszlai on the turn, beaten off the ball. Endo can't win it back. Here's Isak. Chance for Newcastle. Shot by Miley. Deflected wide for the corner. Much better from Newcastle there. Liverpool pressing Newcastle, but Newcastle pressing Liverpool, and really well won back. And it was Longstaff that won the challenge off Szoboszlai. Isak took the ball into the box, and then Miley was the wide option, unmarked, on the right hand side. Tried to cut inside with a strike. Deflected wide for the corner to Newcastle on the right hand side. Sean Longstaff to take it. Right footed delivery. Fizzed across the box. It's a deep one, but everyone in there was scrambling for it. Even Isak at the back post, but couldn't get it. And I think there was a free kick given against Newcastle anyway. I mean, Alisson, he got nudged out of the way there by Guimaraes, but there's much in that. Ball all the way back with Dubravka, who knocks it long. Konate chests it down calmly and coolly. And the pass out will win Liverpool a throw-in. Diaz to take it quickly. Gomez. Endo. Joe Gomez. Back to Virgil van Dijk. Wataru Endo. And Alisson. Ibrahima Konate. Endo dropping a bit deeper. Joining in through the middle of the Liverpool centre-backs. Virgil van Dijk wants his players to push up a bit further. Gives it wide to Gomez. Try and get them up the pitch a bit more. Here's Van Dijk again. Space to roam into. Finds it to Endo. Newcastle trying to pile the bodies to block Liverpool, but trying to connect it with their midfielders. A lovely ball by Van Dijk diagonally. Taken down by Salah on the right flank. Salah with a ball in. Newcastle bodies in the way to get it cleared. And then the challenge from Wataru Endo on Joe Linton will give Newcastle another free kick. That's always a threat, that diagonal ball from Virgil van Dijk, and Mo Salah. Quite a master at controlling those balls from distance, especially with the conditions at Anfield tonight. Wet, windy, rainy. It's not the conditions that you want to be in football matches, but could go in your favour if you work it out. And Joe Gomez worked hard there and won a corner for Liverpool off Tino Livramento. Really good from Gomez. Broke down the left hand side, put Livramento in a space he didn't want to be in. Had to defend it in the end, and Gomez done really well to get the corner for Liverpool on the left hand side. 10 minutes gone. The first 10 minutes have absolutely flown by. 0-0. Liverpool bursting from the kickoff into action. Newcastle trying to respond. Now Liverpool. Szoboszlai with the corner. Right footed over Dubravka, who can only punch away. Alexander-Arnold picks it up again. He delivers. Away by Newcastle again. Get the header clear. Salah will be picking it up for Liverpool here. Gomez under pressure from Isak. Gives it to Endo. Diaz. Wataru Endo spreading the ball. Trying to find Mo Salah. A bit under hit that one. Well dealt with by Dan Burn. Guimaraes will win a throw-in off Ibrahima Konate there. Throw into Newcastle. Exciting Exciting start to this game, definitely, from what we've seen so far. Dragozo says 3-2 for me. Oh, Alexander-Arnold finds Darwin Núñez. Salah, Núñez! Big save by Dubravka. Jones blocked. Jones again keeps it alive. Diaz. Can they work an angle? Liverpool. Endo from distance. Doesn't hit the target. Behind for a goal kick. What a moment of play there from the Newcastle throw, and Alexander-Arnold nicks it away. A link up with Szoboszlai. Alexander-Arnold gets it back, threads it through for Darwin Núñez on the edge of the box. He gives it to Salah, gets it back to Núñez with a lovely through ball, and then Núñez just can't force it past Dubravka. Great save by the Newcastle keeper. And Jones has a follow-up shot that was blocked, and then Wataru Endo on the edge of the box, putting wide. But massive opportunities there for Liverpool. And they have it again with Diaz. Coming a bit more central. Here's Salah. Lifting it over the top, trying to find Núñez, but well dealt with by the Newcastle defence again. And Liverpool just throwing bodies in the way to try and win it back. But here's Livramento. Núñez on the press. Núñez trying to win the challenge and does win the ball, Darwin Núñez. Just overhits the pass though to do it, Luis Diaz. It's really intense, high intensity from Liverpool so far. Winning those challenges, battling with players. And Alexander-Arnold will get the free kick off Joe Linton there. He asked for it and he received from Anthony Taylor. Endo, back to Alisson. Now Van Dijk. Jones. Gomez under pressure there. Has to get back to Curtis Jones. He's almost on the edge of his own box. And back to Alisson. Liverpool work out of that slight press from Newcastle. Konate. Salah flicks it on and wins the throw-in off the deflection there. Throw-in taken, and Núñez was pulled at there. The referee said no foul, and Newcastle have it back, but they go long and right through the middle for Alisson to pick up. Wasted the ball there from Newcastle. A bit wasteful. Endo to Joe Gomez. And of course, New Year's Day, the first day of the year. And I mentioned in my intro about Eddie Howe wanting to change the fortunes of Newcastle away from home this season. They're only winning their last 11 away from home. Was that 8-0 win at Bramall Lane earlier in the season. But since then, they've really struggled on the road, Newcastle. Even at games like of the Luton game recently, where they lost 1-0 away from home, sorry. They've really struggled on the road as of recent times, Newcastle, and even in any game really. I mean, you look at their last five, only one win in their last 5 games, Newcastle. That was at Fulham, against Fulham at home. Everton away, Spurs away, Luton away, and Forest at home. All defeats for Newcastle, and 3 of those games have been they conceded 3 or more goals, which is a big concern for a side that had one of the best defences in the Premier League last season, one of the most rigid, one of the strongest at denying opposition attacks and opposition shots, and they were incredible at it last season. Not to that tier and not to that level as of recent times. I mean, injuries have absolutely devastated Newcastle this season. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Tried to find Núñez. They're trying that early cross, Liverpool. I've seen that a couple of times. They're trying to go for that early cross into the box. They're trying to threaten the Newcastle defence. A couple of times it's just not found its target. That's allowed Newcastle back on the ball. High risk, high reward. Endo is completely taken out there by Bruno Guimaraes, and that will be a Liverpool free kick. Just a quarter of an hour gone. And another free kick given. Anthony Taylor is our referee this evening. I've already mentioned his name, but just if you weren't aware, Anthony Taylor, the referee. Our VAR this evening is Stuart Atwell, if we ever so need him. I mean, if all goes well, we shouldn't need VAR to get involved, but massively anyway. We will see what happens. Alexander-Arnold over this free kick then. What a surprise. Not a surprise at all. Trent Alexander-Arnold over this one. He's the most assists by defenders. Alexander-Arnold with a cross, headed on by Darwin Núñez, but just over the bar by the Liverpool centre forward. And another big chance for Liverpool, but a difficult one from that angle, really. He's coming back towards it, really struggling to get the power behind it, but he's more kind of angling his head towards the ball, and in the end can't get the ball on target. Newcastle goal kick. Alexander-Arnold down the line. Beautiful chest by Salah. Here comes Salah. Up against the Newcastle defence. Salah chips it in. Headed away by, I think that was Cher. Diaz. Back to Endo. It was really beautiful from Salah initially. That fired ball by Alexander-Arnold up the line, and the way Salah controlled it with his chest to get it into an area where he could just chase the ball and win it was absolutely fantastic. Liverpool have it back in possession on the halfway line again. And we're looking to continue to threaten the Newcastle defence from these positions. They've won it back again. Here's Curtis Jones. Threads the ball through. Darwin Núñez is through. Diaz scores! Núñez can't kick it. Luis Diaz is there, and he follows up and gives Liverpool the goal. Although, does he though? Because the flag is up. Well, there you go. Really beautiful ball by Curtis Jones. Wins it in the midfield. Completely space galore. It's a tight one on Núñez. Slightly. It's Dan Burns, the last man. He comes over to cover Núñez in the end. He can't get a clean strike at it. Lays it off to Luis Diaz, and then he slots it into the far corner. Lovely finish by Diaz, but they will have a check on this, of course. VAR. To make sure that he was offside, Darwin Núñez. And the VAR... Oh, it looks tight. Dan Burns' right leg is up in the air, and whether that's the last... Very, very tight. They might need the lines for this one. Well, Darwin Núñez opened the... Well, had a very good chance to open the scoring there. Well covered over by Dan Burn in the end, but he is the key man in this one, Darwin Núñez. He didn't get the goal. Luis Diaz finished it off, but he is the furthest forward for Liverpool and could be the threat of offside here. Still drawing the lines. And it's Dan Burns' right leg. And it looks like Darwin Núñez's right leg, it seems. Both in the motion of running. And that was where the ball was passed from Curtis Jones. And we will see if this will be given by VAR. The lines have been drawn. We're just waiting on the confirmation. And the decision is offside. So the goal will not stand. And rightfully so, from the assistant to flag it. So Liverpool can't take the lead by the slightest and barest of margins from that position. Very, very tight. Very, very close. But they will have confidence they can do it again. Here's Diaz coming through himself, but really good challenge. Well won back by Newcastle. Endo wins it back for Liverpool though. Sobersley through. Diaz takes it through, goes down. Wants a penalty. Salah takes the shot, and the penalty is given. Anthony Taylor points to the spot. Liverpool have had a goal ruled out almost 30 seconds ago from a Darwin Núñez offside. Luis Diaz couldn't get his reprieve, but he comes blasting through here. No one can stop the pace of Luis Diaz. Goes down under a challenge from, I think it's Dan Burn. No, it's not Dan Burn, actually. It's Sven Botman, maybe. Really good spin from Luis Diaz, and then yeah, he falls half a second late, maybe, Luis Diaz, and then Salah takes the strike straight at Dubravka. But the penalty has been given by Anthony Taylor, and this is a chance. There you go. Diaz, under the challenge of Sven Botman, went down. Anthony Taylor, no hesitation, pointed to the spot. And as long as there's no offsides in the build-up, VAR won't have to get involved and rule this penalty out. And we will await. They need to make sure that this is correct, because these are massive moments in this game. Liverpool had a goal ruled out for a tight offside, and now they're just double checking that everything was alright in the attacking phase of play in the build up to the penalty. And the decision stands. So Anthony Taylor was right to point to the spot, and Liverpool will have a chance from the 12-yard spot to put themselves ahead. Mo Salah, their usual penalty taker. Alexander-Arnold has the ball. I'm sure he's just waiting for Mo Salah. And then Mo Salah takes it. 149 goals in the Premier League for Liverpool. Can he cap it off from the 12-yard spot? Stepping up. 23 Premier League penalties for Liverpool. Can he make it 24 to get his 150th for Liverpool in the Premier League? Salah. Whistle goes. Stepping up. Salah! Saved! Follow up from Alexander-Arnold's over. Not the chance. Mo Salah. Missed from the spot. Very rare that happens for the clinical Egyptian, but Martin Dubravka gets fully behind the ball. Alexander-Arnold on the follow-up over the bar. Massive opportunities for Liverpool again. But Mo Salah went power rather than trying to place it, and Martin Dubravka guessed right and stopped Mo Salah from the spot. Liverpool 2 golden opportunities to lead. 1 for offside, and Mo Salah misses from the spot. What a crazy game we are witnessing at this moment in time. Liverpool 0, Newcastle 0 somehow in this game. Konate. And we can take a breather and relax again. Well, that was the big moment. That would have been a huge moment for Mo Salah. Long ball from the back from Liverpool. Luis Diaz running through. Diaz burst in pace again. Luis Diaz tries to spin the defender, but well dealt with by Newcastle. Jones from distance. Straight into the hands of Martin Dubravka. But they certainly look really threatening, Liverpool. Even from the second phases, when Newcastle do get the ball cleared the first time, even in those second phases, they do look so threatening. At the moment, Newcastle just really aren't able to get themselves out of those positions. I don't know how many touches they've had in Liverpool's half, but it's not a massive amount. Early in the game, Liverpool have come out electric to start this game, and how they aren't ahead is baffling at this moment in time. Salah. Support from the home crowd as always here at Anfield. Alexander-Arnold. Konate. They know their side are giving their all. You can see it. This is what Jurgen Klopp is all about. It's the epitome of Jurgen Klopp football. In high intensity, high pressing, quick moving football, and all been for Liverpool. 9 shots, 3 on target. Newcastle have had just the 1 shot. They've had 67% possession, Liverpool. They've dominated the early parts of this game. Completely dominated Newcastle. But on a couple of occasions, Newcastle and their keeper has come up trumps. Mo Salah. Penalty saved. Huge moment. Massive moment. Diaz wins it back. Here's Luis Diaz through for Curtis Jones. Just over the bar. Too tight the angle there. He scored one from a tight angle against West Ham a few weeks ago in the League Cup. Curtis Jones. Poor from Newcastle at the back again. Luis Diaz wins it back, and then Curtis Jones comes driving in inside the 6-yard box from a tight angle from the left hand side, and Miley with a challenge to put it out for the corner. Szoboszlai to take. Right footed. Fizz to the edge of the box. Alexander-Arnold to chest it. Flicks it on. All the way through. Van Dijk strikes. Blocked. And wide for another corner. That's what I mean. Those first phases when you think Newcastle have got it under control. Alexander-Arnold fizzes it in. It finds its way to Van Dijk, and then Van Dijk has the strike to get Liverpool another corner. Szoboszlai with a delivery. Konate tries to head it on. I think it might take another deflection. It actually doesn't. Konate had the last touch. Goal kick Newcastle. Taking the time from the goal kick Newcastle. It's getting a response from the home crowd. A few bits of whistling. from the home team, from the home fans. I'm sure Jurgen Klopp is wondering. I would love a penny for his thoughts on the sidelines. I mean, I'm sure he'd be baffled as to how his side have not broken the deadlock here. After 26 and a half, 27 minutes of constant pressure on the Newcastle defenders from their attackers. All of the Liverpool players have been such high intensity, such high energy, electrifying early on. Well, that's a bit too much from Alisson. Goes long, that one. Might have caught the wind in the process and carried it out for a Newcastle throw. Longstaff bombs a ball out to Joe Linton, up against Alexander-Arnold, who gets it away, and then followed up, picked up by Szoboszlai, who can drive down this right hand side. No one in his wake. Here comes Salah trying to return it, couldn't find it. Endo does well to win it, and he goes down, and the referee will give a yellow card for Bruno Guimaraes for that challenge, and a Liverpool free kick will be coming. Really smart from Wataru Endo, gets the ball out of the way, and a sliding, crunching challenge by Bruno Guimaraes. Gets none of the ball and all of the man. Yellow card and a free kick for Liverpool. And that's Bruno Guimaraes' 8th yellow card of the season. Remember, 2 more, and he will miss 2 games. That's the threshold now. 10 yellow cards for a ban for the rest of the campaign. As we're into match day 20 now, this is the threshold away. 5 yellow cards before match day 20. Afterwards, till the end of the season, is 10 yellow cards for a ban. Alexander-Arnold with a free kick then. Lifts it into the box. Van Dijk trying to head it. Konate's the closest. He's trying to keep it alive, try to flick it on, but Newcastle get it cleared. Gomez wins it back though. There's a handball check ongoing from VAR. Salah now down to Jones. Szoboszlai. Endo from distance opens up for the shot. Blocked away by Newcastle. Gomez to keep it alive on the left flank. Livramento under pressure from Van Dijk, and pins Newcastle in and only get a throw in on the right hand side. Ooh. Well, I mean, there's nothing really in that for me. As I was saying, that handball check, it was a Virgil van Dijk header onto the upper arm of Joe Linton, but that's not handball. Nothing Joe Linton can do about that from that position. It would be very, very harsh if that was given against him. But who knows? You've seen them given previously. Here's Lewis Miley with a throw-in then. Or Livramento, sorry, with a throw-in. On the right-hand side, brought down by Newcastle, stole away by Diaz. Here's Nunez. Nice Szoboszlai from distance, blocked by Sven Botman. Endo wins it back. Diaz. Curtis Jones. Nice Szoboszlai. Switching it out to the right. Salah takes it down, battling with Byrne. Salah still has control. Trying to go through the legs, blocked off, still has it Mo Salah. And has to go back, but under hits the pass, and now Joe Linton storming away. Isak, space here for Newcastle on the break. Liverpool trying to get bodies in the way, and Isak's through ball is well dealt with, and Alisson does get it clear, but not convincingly. Isak again. Now Guimaraes. Byrne. Guimaraes. Joe Linton was trying to link it up, and here's Isak through. Blocked from Van Dijk, but the flag goes up anyway against Newcastle. There was a hint of that there. There was a thought that Alexander Isak was in an offside position when he received the ball, and that was the case. Free kick will go Liverpool's way. 30 minutes gone, 0-0 somehow. It was actually Longstaff that was offside from the return ball from Isak. Nonetheless, offside was given, rightfully so. Here's Van Dijk. It's absolutely incredible, this game so far. I mean, to call it high intensity, high tempo start to the game would be an understatement in this rate. I mean, I don't think Liverpool have had this many. Well, they had their record amount of shots in the first half against Burnley on Boxing Day. It was 14. They currently have 14, and we're only at 31 minutes. They're breaking their own records. Alexander-Arnold trying to fizz one forward. A terrible touch at the back. Nunez trying to press on it, but apparently Nunez had fouled Fabian Schär in the process of trying to win that ball, and that'll be a Newcastle free kick. It's a bit soft, to be fair, but Anthony Taylor's made his decision. A fizz ball by Alexander-Arnold, but not on the target. It pings off Livramento and then almost in behind his own defenders. Fabian Schär to recover it and win the free kick off Darwin Nunez. Schär to take the free kick. Goes long. Chest brought down beautifully by Joe Linton. Trying to be covered over. Guimaraes under pressure on the ball. Loses it out to Curtis Jones, who picks it up for Liverpool, who try and come forward again. Jones having to hold off the challenger Longstaff. Puts a ball in. Salah couldn't take it down. Diaz does. Miscontrols it and loses it. Here's Gordon. He's trying to break forward now. Plays it through the middle. Miley's miscue. Hits Sobersley, but he wins it back. Longstaff. Newcastle have it at the back with Dan Burn. They haven't had much of the ball and not long time on the ball so far in the first half, Newcastle, but they're starting to find a bit more of it. Longstaff tries to thread one through, and Miley had made the run, but Gomez had followed him all the way, and Allison gets it cleared. Diaz will help out and pick it up and spread it for Jones. Diaz. Pressure, and he'll win the throw-in. There, Luis Diaz. Smart from the left winger, who has come into the side tonight. The only change to the front three from that game against Burnley on Boxing Day for Liverpool. Cody Gakpo dropping to the bench, and he's made a very positive impact. Luis Diaz, one of the best of the front three so far. Definitely the best of the front three of Liverpool so far tonight. But yet, nothing to show for it. His goal was ruled out for offside. He's certainly the more threatening of the three. Jones, press again, but Newcastle do well to play out of it. Miley in space. Forward, Gordon has space to run on the right flank, looking to switch it, but it caught the wind and went behind for a goal kick to Liverpool. Well overhit by Anthony Gordon. He tried to find Joe Linton on the far side, but such an opportunity. I mean, why he's going for the cross there, it's a bit baffling. Drive into the box, trying to find space. Doesn't opt for that and ends up giving Liverpool the ball back. Konate. Sobersley. Salah. Alexander-Arnold back to Salah, but forced it a bit there. And does well to win it back, Alexander-Arnold, but Salah can't keep it. And then Sobersley, a bit of frustration there, just pushes Bruno Guimaraes over, and Newcastle have a free kick. Well, if Liverpool go in at half-time not having broken the deadlock, they will kind of hope that they don't rue the chances they've missed. Newcastle go in at half-time without conceding. They will be most relieved. As I mentioned in the build-up, 3 of their last 4 defeats, they've conceded 3 or more goals, Newcastle, in those defeats. A long ball forward. Pressure. Nunez wins it. Nunez through. Hits the keeper. Really good save by Dubravka. He'll have another shot at it, Nunez. From the edge. Strikes. Saved by Dubravka again. Endo now. Alexander-Arnold. Nunez trying to threaten. And gets it away, but not ruthless there, Darwin Nunez. And Van Dijk, late challenge on him. Referee says no foul. Newcastle back on the ball again. Botman to Schär. More missed opportunities for Liverpool. Jones trying to win it back. Nunez. Intensity, but lets Anthony Gordon through. Now Joe Linton on the left, up against Alexander-Arnold. Joe Linton straight through for Isak fairly easily. Isak here on the edge of the box, lays it off. Chipped in, headed into the net, but the flag is up. Dan Burn will not get his goal. The flag is up against the Newcastle defender. diving for it like a salmon in the box, but the flag went up from the assistant. But this ball from Joe Linton just comes in on his right foot, and Isak might be just offside. Just. And Konate steps up at the right time to play offside, and then the follow-up, Miley's delivery, and headed in by Byrne. And the VAR will check this. Very, very tight offside. I think Isak might just be offside, but who knows? When it is this tight, it might be. It's very, very tight. I mean, it's almost identical to the Liverpool goal that was ruled for offside against Darwin Núñez. It's almost identical. The last man just. We'll see. The lines have been drawn and they've been confirmed offside. Literally identical to the Liverpool chance at the other end. And Isak just leaning slightly offside against Ibrahim Konate. And on both occasions where both sides thought they'd taken the lead, neither have. And we remain at 0-0. Here's Wataru Endo. 7.5 minutes of the first half to go, plus the additional time, which we probably will have a bit of now, quite a bit of, after some VAR checks. Diaz, switch ball to Salah, taken down by Salah, but actually deflects off him. Comes flying out from Newcastle there, out for a Liverpool throw on the right hand side. Ethan says to Liverpool for the win. Throw in taken down, and they'll get another throw in here, Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold to take the throw in, right into the middle, chested down by Luis Diaz. Has to go back wide to Gomez. Gomez with a switch ball, trying to find Curtis Jones, who beats off his man, and Alexander-Arnold with a cross, almost catching out Martin Dubravka. I mean, I don't even know what he tried to do there, Alexander-Arnold. Thought he was going for the cross. Gets it at the byline, takes it, right-footed, speeds it right across, and almost comes in off the left inside of the left post. It bounces out off the post. Completely beaten was Martin Dubravka, and what a goal that would have been if it had snuck in there from absolutely nowhere there. I mean, probably one of the tightest angles I've ever seen for a cross that almost went into the back of the net, but that wasn't a corner. Well, at 0-0, this chance for Darwin Núñez might look an awful one for Liverpool not to take. Núñez, he gets so many opportunities, he creates so much, but questions about his finishing and how ruthless he is at finishing. But when you create so many chances, it's almost impossible for you to score. And that's kind of the DNA of Liverpool over the years under Jurgen Klopp. They create so many opportunities in a game, have so many chances to find the net, that it's inevitable. Well, it's inevitable against Newcastle. Liverpool have won all of the last 5 against Newcastle in the Premier League. The last time Newcastle won here was back on their first visit here in 1994. But here's Luis Diaz on the edge. Oh, tries to spread it for Curtis Jones, who slips, but trying to be too cute with it there. Liverpool just should take a shot, and it gets away from them again. But honestly, if Newcastle really need to get a foothold in this game and stop Liverpool, but here they come themselves. Guimaraes, ball forward, well covered over by Joe Gomez, back to his keeper Alisson. Gives it to Konate. Salah, lovely flick, and felt he was pulled at there. The referee waved it away. Liverpool lose the ball. in the process. Here's Livramento for Newcastle. Back in field. Under pressure was Longstaff and had to get it away. Livramento. Now Miley. Gordon just oversteps himself. And then Curtis Jones carries it away. Gives it to Szoboszlai. Liverpool on the break again. They have bodies forward. Szoboszlai pulled at there. And Joe Linton, but they've played advantage. Diaz, nice Salah. Salah cuts it back. Szoboszlai. Tame one. Well cleared away by Newcastle pretty easily in the end. Smart refereeing from Anthony Taylor to allow the advantage when it looked like there was nothing on for Liverpool. They made it work, kept the ball, and it's really good refereeing by Anthony Taylor. But I think after that, I think Liverpool would have preferred the free kick. Nonetheless, we move on. 3 minutes to go with the first half plus additional time, and it's still Liverpool that are bombarding Newcastle and the most threatening for the opening goal. But that's poor from Alexander-Arnold. He puts his own defence under pressure, and Isak and Van Dijk has to help out. And a bit complacent there from Liverpool. Too calm on the ball, and they end up almost paying the price for it and give away a corner. Really good from Virgil van Dijk. Knew what Isak was going to do, try and run in behind it. Really, really good defending by Virgil van Dijk. Under pressure by his own right back. Liverpool fans, they're just jeering at the referee Anthony Taylor, who they felt should have booked Joe Linton for that challenge on Szoboszlai, but of course, playing the advantage, he didn't really stop the attack, so therefore, I mean, there'd be no reason for a yellow card, but nonetheless, Newcastle have this corner. Taken short. Guimaraes. And a working angle. Anthony Gordon. Closely followed by Salah. Now, Longstaff threads it down the line. Here is Guimaraes up against Gomez. Curtis Jones coming to help out. Gets a touch on the ball and bombed away by Endo. Salah gets it forward. Here's Szoboszlai. Liverpool bombing forward again, but Szoboszlai underhits the ball. Does keep it though. Nunez. Liverpool carry on. Darwin Nunez loses the ball. Gomez wins it back. That's really smart from Gomez to step in. Here's Curtis Jones. I think Liverpool are desperate for that opening goal. I think they're all pent up and in disbelief at how they haven't found the opener. Here's Luis Diaz, but they need to keep working it. At the moment they are the more likely, but likeliness doesn't get you goals. Having shots on target and finishing those chances off does. And Szoboszlai trying to link up with Alexander-Arnold, but lose out. Alexander-Arnold does well to challenge and win it back. And here's Curtis Jones. It's constant from Liverpool. Luis Diaz has a man on him, and the referee says that Joe Linton got the ball there, but the Liverpool fans disagree. He's having none of it, and he's going to book Luis Diaz for complaining. Anthony Taylor booking him for dissent there. I mean, Diaz just goes down off the challenge. I mean, it is a push in the back, but wow, what a game. What a first half we've seen, and we will have 5 more minutes on to the end of the half. We've had quite a few VAR checks in the half. 5 added minutes. And Jurgen Klopp quite sarcastically smiling on the sidelines. It's one of those ones where he's trying to hide his anger through a smile. There you go. Here's Joe Linton on the left hand side, using his feet to get past a few Liverpool bodies, but couldn't get past Wataru Endo. And Konate won it back. Alexander-Arnold fires it long up the pitch, but Salah not on the same page. Bouncing ball, won back by Liverpool. Salah goes down off the challenge. Jones tries to keep it alive, and Liverpool will get the free kick here. And the referee needs to get a control of this game, because every single time he gives a free kick, there's a mountain of players trying to surround him. Anthony Taylor, he's going to have a chat with Lewis Miley and give him a yellow card for that challenge on Salah. See this. Miley comes sliding in on Salah. And there's a slick surface, which might actually help Lewis Miley here, but he's not showing his studs, I think. But I think he'll count himself lucky for getting away with the yellow there, Lewis Miley. But you could see the arguments as to why. Jurgen Klopp's clearly not happy. He is having a pretty frustrated chat with the fourth official, Andy Madley, on the sidelines. Alexander-Arnold with a free kick. Headed back by Newcastle and under pressure. Diaz trying to win it back, keep it in, and the ball comes off Curtis Jones last. Goes out for a Newcastle throw-in. Having a good conversation on that side. Jurgen Klopp with the fourth official. I mean, I said it multiple times when commentating on Liverpool games. Jurgen Klopp loves a conversation and a debate with the fourth official. And he's probably one of the managers that talks to the fourth official the most in the Premier League. Salah can't retain the ball. Joe Linton got it away from danger. Under pressure again is Longstaff. Liverpool piling the bodies in the way. And Newcastle have to fire it long. Taken down by Van Dijk. Jones. As the game goes on, Newcastle are getting more and more kind of aggressive in their challenging. And that's smart from Newcastle, to be fair. It is smart. That's another late challenge on Ibrahim Konate. He's gone down. The referee gives Liverpool the free kick, but again, it's crazy. And Konate won that free kick. Szoboszlai takes it. Van Dijk. 2 minutes of the first half to go. 3 of the 5 added, gone. At this point, it remains goalless. Szoboszlai and a fizz one in and almost a way through to find Szoboszlai in the end, in the middle there. Across from the left-hand side from Liverpool, fizzed its way across. Joe Gomez, right-footed. Szoboszlai made the run beyond, into the box. Botman couldn't deal with it, and his touch actually does well. Couldn't clear it completely, but he did get the crucial touch on the ball that took it away from the right leg of Szoboszlai there. Alexander-Arnold pumps one forward. Salah and Nunez were closing in, but well defended by Dan Burn. Now Newcastle trying to play out quickly. Gomez with a challenge and follow up by Endo. Will be a free kick to Newcastle. And there's another yellow card coming out here. I don't know who Anthony Taylor pointed to. I think it's Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I think he just kicked the ball away, Alexander-Arnold there. See this again. Yeah, he does carry the ball away when the free kick is given. Yeah, he does kick the ball away afterwards, and it is a yellow card. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason for that, but luckily for him, that was his 5th yellow card. But of course, as I mentioned, we're past that threshold rate where 5 yellow cards will give you a 1-match ban. It's now 10. And luckily for Alexander-Arnold in that case. Lovely from Nunez. Gets the ball forward. Diaz. Liverpool again deal with that Newcastle free kick with relative ease. Not real much threat from Newcastle from that set piece. And then Diaz tries to recontrol it. Slips. And that will be the end of the first half. A first half that has been goalless. But a first half that hasn't been short of its dramatic moments. VAR very heavily involved in the first half. Mo Salah missing from the spot. Alexander-Arnold couldn't convert it from the follow-up. Luis Diaz had a goal disallowed. A mountain of challenges, a mountain of yellow cards as well. A very, very intense game for very different reasons. Half-time at Anfield on New Year's Day. It's Liverpool 0, Newcastle United 0. Welcome back to Premier League Live on this New Year's Day. A half-time at Anfield. It is Liverpool 0, Newcastle United 0. At the break, and the scoreline doesn't show it, but it's been all Liverpool. They have had almost every single shot of the half, all but one. Newcastle have had just the one shot, not a single one on target. They've had little to nothing in this game, Newcastle. But Liverpool, unreal in how they're playing football, and how they haven't scored is kind of beyond belief at this moment in time. A lot of moments in that first half before I talk through the stats. Luis Diaz had put them. I thought he'd put Liverpool ahead. Darwin Núñez made the run. Beautiful ball by Curtis Jones initially. Núñez had made the run through the middle. He tried to take the strike. Was measuring up for it. Dan Burn got in the way. Laid it off to Luis Diaz, who forced it into the net in the far corner. Beautiful strike by Luis Diaz. But the flag went up. Darwin Núñez was offside from when he received the ball from Curtis Jones. Very narrowly offside, very, very tight one. But the correct decision was attained. Then Luis Diaz, seconds after that goal was disallowed, made the nice run up the middle, carried the ball into the Newcastle 18-yard box, went down off a challenge of Sven Botman. Anthony Taylor pointed to the spot, VAR checked it, said it was a penalty. Mo Salah stepped up to try and get his 150th Premier League goal for Liverpool, and he struck it straight at Martin Dubravka. Pace and power behind it from Salah, not really measuring the ball and trying to find a corner, but he just tried to blast his way through it, and Martin Dubravka guessed right and made the save. Alexander-Arnold got a chance from the follow-up though, which he bombed over the bar. So two opportunities there, and then Liverpool have had just continued to create and create and create, chance after chance after chance in that first half. They've had the most shots they've had in a Premier League game so far this season in a first half. 18 shots from Liverpool in that first half. Unreal. They actually broke their record. They had 14 was the record for Liverpool this season. That was what they beat in the Burnley game in the first half against Burnley. 14 shots they had in that first half. They've gone to beating that and even better it here against Newcastle at home. They've had 5 shots on target, 4 off target, and 9 of them blocked. 4 corners for Liverpool. Newcastle have had 2 corners. Newcastle have had just a 1 shot, not a single one on target. Liverpool also dominating the possession as well, 63% to Newcastle's 37%. Liverpool have 4 big chances in that half, and they've missed all 4 of them. They've hit the woodwork once from that Alexander-Arnold kind of tight one from literally about a yard from the byline. He fizzed it across, and somehow it came off the left post. It could have snuck in, but it just got away and went wide, well wide, actually, right across the pitch for a throw. And that shows you how tight the angle was from the Alexander-Arnold shot. They've had 10 shots inside the box, 8 outside, so they're firing from every single area at the moment, Liverpool. They also had a massive chance with Darwin Núñez through one-on-one with a keeper. Keeper done really well. Martin Dubravka did very, very well, and made the save. He's made 5 saves in that first half, Martin Dubravka. Massive, and he has prevented 2.31 XG. He's prevented 2.31 goals based on the chances that Liverpool created. Liverpool's XG, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the highest XG we've seen in a Premier League game in a first half. 2.57 XG in that first half, Liverpool. Unreal amounts of how many chances. Based on the chances they've created, they should have at least 2 goals in this game at the very, very least. Liverpool 2.57. The penalty goes a long way to helping that, but that just shows you how much kind of impact that Liverpool have had in that first half. How much dominance, how much control, how fluid, how beautiful they've looked in attack. It's been constant attack after attack after attack after attack. Newcastle have had kind of a few breaks, but nothing of major concern for Liverpool. They had a goal ruled out from absolutely nowhere. It was a Lewis Miley cross, and Dan Burn headed it in, but offside from Alexander Isak in the build-up, which denied Newcastle an opener. So both sides have had a goal ruled out for offside. Liverpool have had a penalty missed. They've had so many other opportunities that they could have taken the lead from, but as of yet, Newcastle are holding them to deadlock. If this does end 0-0, it will be the first 0-0 in this fixture since December 2020, so that is we have lasted 6 games since then without a goal, and they were back-to-back draws in that season for Liverpool and Newcastle in those fixtures. That was at St James's Park, the 0-0 in December 2020. That was the last time there was a 0-0 in this fixture, but it's Liverpool that have had the chances. They haven't been able to find the finish yet. Can Newcastle improve in the second half? We will certainly see. Of course, we've had an incredible weekend of Premier League football over this New Year's weekend. I'll run you through the scores from the weekend so far, and I'll give you a quick update on the table and what this result and what this half-time scoreline will do to the table at the moment. Luton were held, well, they were 3-0 down to Chelsea at lunchtime on Saturday, and were inches away from coming back. A ruled out goal denied them a third. 3-2 that game finished at Kenilworth Road. Incredible game. That followed up by another cracker at Villa Park. Villa, who got the 3 points in the end, a Douglas Luiz penalty in the 89th minute to give Villa the 3 points on that occasion, and that took them level on points with Liverpool at the top of the Premier League table. Burnley were down to 10 in that one in the second half, and they went 2-2 in that before Douglas Luiz's penalty in the last minute. Got the 3 points for Villa. 3 points for Crystal Palace as well in a London derby at home against Brentford. 3-1 winners for Palace there. Michael Olise brace and a Berriese goal helped Palace to 3 points. And that helps them up the table a bit into 14th. Palace. Manchester City, back-to-back wins for them since returning from the Club World Cup. Everton on the 27th, and then Sheffield United 2-0 win at home for City on that occasion to get the result there. A big win for Wolves at home against a struggling Everton recently. 2 defeats in 2 for Everton, and scored just the 1 goal in those 2 games. Conceded 6 in 2 games for Everton. Wolves 3-0 winners on that occasion, but they could have had so much more. They had 6 shots on target and could have had more than the 3 goals they did. Wolves convincing winners at Molineux on Saturday, before Nottingham Forest rounded off the Saturday action by beating Manchester United for the first time at home in the Premier League, and for the first time since 1994. Nuno Espirito Santo certainly getting off to an incredible start as Nottingham Forest manager. 2 wins out of 3 against Newcastle and against Manchester United. Big wins for Forest, who Morgan Gibbs-White scored the winner for them on that occasion. Yesterday on New Year's Eve, we had some big shock at Craven Cottage, where Arsenal had the chance for the second time this week to go back top of the Premier League, but couldn't make it. Back-to-back London derby defeats, back-to-back defeats for Arsenal for the first time in the league this season. And Fulham getting the 3 points in the end. Bobby De Cordova-Reid's goal converting and getting 3 points for Fulham. And Spurs, a bit more comfortable affair for them in the end. 3-1 winners, at home against Bournemouth. Bournemouth had won 6 of their last 7 prior to that fixture. Unbeaten in 7 and won 6 of the 7. And Spurs made it quite easy work. They were 3-0 up by the last 10 minutes. Alex Scott got a consolation in the end for Bournemouth. And that carries us to where we are now. Liverpool 0, Newcastle. Now we have one more game to come for you this over the New Year's weekend. West Ham United and Brighton wrap us all off from the London Stadium tomorrow night, 7:30. A slightly earlier kick-off at 7:30 tomorrow on LFS. Do join us for that one. We'll have live commentary from London Stadium tomorrow. Then still at half time, 3.5 minutes to go before the second half gets underway, and if it's anything like the first half, surely we'll see some goals in the second half, where Liverpool have failed to convert from 18 shots in that first half to try and break the deadlock against a very resilient and holding on Newcastle. Can they improve? They've only had 1 shot in the game, but it can only go up from there. Who knows? We're going to have a quick look at the table just to refresh your mind on what the table looks like before we go to a break, before the second half gets back underway. If it will load. No change at the top it will be at this moment in time. There we are. Liverpool leading the way, it will remain, and they will go a point clear of Aston Villa at the top of the Premier League on 43 points. Villa on 42. City on 40, but they have a game in hand on everyone else. That was against Brentford, which they missed due to their Club World Cup contributions. Arsenal in 4th. They were top of Christmas, but 2 back-to-back defeats has them sitting in 4th. Just a point ahead of their North London rivals Tottenham, who won on New Year's Eve yesterday. West Ham closing in as well. They are 6 points adrift, but they have a game in hand. They still play tomorrow. Brighton as well in action tomorrow. Newcastle lurking in there, and a draw would put them above Brighton momentarily on goal difference at Anfield. Half time, Newcastle holding on against 18 shots Liverpool from that first half. 0-0 at the break. Surely there's goals in the second half, which is on the way in just a couple of minutes. Back to Premier League Live, half-time at Anfield, Liverpool 0, Newcastle 0. One more game in the Premier League to come up for you this week, and it's West Ham against Brighton before we go off for the Cup. A couple of weeks for the League Cup and the FA Cup. West Ham Brighton tomorrow at 7:30 on LFS. Right, we're ready to get back underway in just a moment at Anfield. The players are still not made their way back out onto the field, but surely they will be joining us momentarily, of course, where Liverpool have had all the chances in that first half, but have had nothing to show for it in the end. Well, they'll be switching sides, of course, and they will be attacking the Anfield Road end in the second half. Liverpool, Newcastle have the Cup to come up against in the second half where they're attacking. We will see what change that makes. Usually Liverpool want to attack the Cup in the second, but they obviously lost the toss in the build-up to the game. And we're ready for the second half to get back underway from Anfield. 50 minutes of pure drama in the first half. Anything of the same plays in the second, which Bruno Guimaraes gets underway then for the second 45, where Liverpool will hope they don't rue the chances they missed in that first half. 18 shots for Liverpool, their most in a first half this season, and they'd beaten that against Burnley with 14. They've now beaten it again, Newcastle, with 18. Incredible. Good hold-up play from Nunez there initially. Salah on the right, and Liverpool taking their time initially. They got the first half off to an incredible start. They were completely bombing Newcastle for a good 4 minutes without stop in the first half. Newcastle finally got away with it, got a reprieve from a free kick, but Liverpool came out firing in the first half. Just not firing on target as much as they would have liked, and not firing into the back of the net. Ball from Konate, chested down by Diaz. Here's Curtis Jones on the left to Gomez. Now Luis Diaz. No changes at the break, which, I mean, I'm not surprised at. Nothing really doing for either side, but, I mean, Eddie Howe, I wonder what he will do to his side, because Liverpool had so many attempts, and Newcastle really struggled to find their attackers on many occasions in that first. That was probably due to the fact that Liverpool had so much pressure on the Newcastle defence. That's a lovely threaded through ball. Here's Endo. Now finds Nunez. Goes down on the edge. Stumbled his way through, but no foul, says Anthony Taylor. Szoboszlai wins it back. Liverpool win the ball back. Jones spreads it wide for Salah. Positive again for Liverpool. Salah tries to take the ball past Burn. Goes back to Alexander-Arnold, who puts a cross in. Brought down by Nunez, but won't get the chance at a second touch. Cleared away by Newcastle, but positive again from Liverpool. It gets a round of applause from the home crowd, who approve to their start to the second half. Liverpool never make it easy for themselves in games of football. I mean, they know that more than that. Against Newcastle early this season, we had one of the best games of the season, one of the craziest turnarounds of the season. Darwin Nunez coming off the bench at St James's Park when Liverpool were 1-0 down and a man down, and Newcastle seemingly cruising to 3 points, but Nunez came on and put the cat amongst the pigeons and won the game for Liverpool. A brace on that day on the counter. Two beautiful finishes from Nunez to turn it around and won it in the 93rd minute against Newcastle. And they also won it very, very late on, 2-1 winners here last season. And a man who's just been recalled back from his loan spell, Fabio Carvalho, scored the winner on that occasion last season. That was way back early at the start of last season. Newcastle, kind of those dirty tricks of time wasting. That was what the storyline of that game was in the end, all that time wasting. And Newcastle came to rue it. But here's Joe Linton. Alexander-Arnold battling, wins the challenge and cleared away by Liverpool. Nunez flicks it. Szoboszlai to pick it up. Now spreads it wide for Diaz. Liverpool coming forward here. Luis Diaz chops in. Plays it across. Nunez at the back post. Nunez to Salah! Tap in indeed. Mo Salah. 150 Premier League goals for Liverpool. And they'll not score one easier than that. Beautifully made by Liverpool. And easily finished by Mo Salah. The breakthrough eventually. You thought Nunez was going to take it, but he had other plans. Played it across to give Mo Salah one of the easiest goals he will score in his career. A simple tap in. Beautiful from Nunez. He created the chance, laid it off to Szoboszlai, gave it out wide to Diaz. Diaz took his time, chops onto his right, threads it through. Beautiful for Nunez, totally unmarked at the back post, and Salah in the middle, squared by Nunez, and Salah to finish it into an empty net. Liverpool do take the lead, and after so many shots in the first half, they're first of the second half, and they find the back of the net. I mean, football is a strange game. So many opportunities, but beautifully created by Liverpool and Mo Salah. 150. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Only 4 other players had ever scored 150 goals for one club in Premier League history. Salah adds his name to that very short list. Mo Salah, undoubtedly, inevitably putting Liverpool ahead. And that was the talk at half time. So many chances for Liverpool, they couldn't find the net. And it only takes one for Liverpool to find the net. Incredible. Endo. Alexander-Arnold. Now Jones. Game's opening up now. Jones finds Diaz. Gomez helping out. Diaz does just squeeze his ball to Curtis Jones in the middle. Diaz back to Endo. Salah the wide option. He'll give it to Alexander-Arnold in the middle. Luis Diaz. The home crowd still cheering on their side to Moore. Alexander-Arnold looking for the switch ball. Beautifully spread to Salah. Salah up against Burn. Salah in the box again. Salah! Palmed away by Dubravka somehow. Back by Alexander-Arnold. Out wide to Salah again. Mo Salah. Blocked off, crowded out. Endo trying to win the challenge, does win it. Diaz flicks it over the top. Salah across. Nunez saved! Somehow, Martin Dubravka claws it away from Darwin Nunez. And Salah tried to return the favour. Squirted across the box. This one with much more pace and power behind it. But Darwin Nunez denied by Martin Dubravka again. Somehow the Newcastle keeper kept that one out. But Liverpool starting to smell blood and feel that they can get much, much more than just the one goal that they have at the moment. Konate over the top. Nunez made the run in behind. The flag stays down. Darwin Nunez! Big save by Dubravka. Massive save again. And behind for the corner. Question of the flag. See it again. Holds his run perfectly, Darwin Nunez. Played onside by Livramento. He actually held his hand up initially. Livramento. Then Nunez speeding through. Fires it on the half volley right at Dubravka, who parries it away for the corner. He is chaos, Darwin Nunez. Corner for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side to take it. Bodies in the box for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold, right footed delivery. Nunez was closest, but Byrne got it away. Alexander-Arnold picks it up again. Nice quick feet, chops it in. Nunez with a flick on, just over the bar by Darwin Nunez. I mean, another quick start to the half from Liverpool. I mean, absolutely incredible. Salah trying to return the favour. Somehow, Darwin Nunez tried to flick it. Another chance. That was a cross from Salah. Flicked up by Nunez. I think Nunez has been the key man on all of these attacks for Liverpool in this second half. They're really utilising their striker now. He is Captain Chaos, Darwin Nunez. Whether he scores or whether he doesn't, he always creates chances, and he's created about 4 or 5 in this second half already. Alexander-Arnold, sped past by Gordon, through for Isak. Isak to level it! Does so! Well, there you go. Alexander Isak scored on his debut against Liverpool last season and scores from nowhere for Newcastle this season. From absolutely nowhere, Newcastle are back level. And I think Jurgen Klopp gives it a smile of disbelief, really. It's a counter-attack from Newcastle. Down the left-hand side, it's Anthony Gordon. Speeds away from 2 Liverpool markers, and then Isak just holds his run. Van Dijk had just tried to step up at the last second, but he played him on. And then Isak, tight angle, right-footed, feeds it round the right-hand side of Alisson into the far corner. Beautiful finish by Alexander Isak. And that's fantastic. Newcastle. Well, neither side could find the net in the first half. Well, it's completely the opposite in the second. 1-1. Goodness me. Incredible game. Absolutely. That's Newcastle's actually their first shot on target of the night. Let's see. Foul on the Liverpool defender there. Liverpool will get a free kick from that Newcastle ball. 10 minutes of the second half gone. I mean, despite a 15-minute interval in the middle, this game, the tempo hasn't fizzed out or fizzled away. The tempo's continued to deliver time and time and time again. And both of these sides giving it their all. Ball forward there, miscued by Newcastle. Throw in for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold to take the throw in. Tries to go long with it. Newcastle get in the way of that and win it back. Quick interchange of play, but cut out by Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai trying to drive Liverpool forward, but trying to trying to find Salah, gives it away. Kanate there to block the forward pass there from Newcastle. This one from Guimaraes forward, and Van Dijk in the way of that one, and crunching his way through the Newcastle player there, Virgil van Dijk, and giving away a free kick in the process. And Virgil van Dijk there, giving away a free kick. It's a good area for Newcastle. See what they can do from this position on the right hand side. The rain still teeming down at Anfield. Still a lot of wind and wet weather for both sets of players to battle with. Anthony Gordon with the free kick right into the box, and a calm one for Alisson to pick up, and he fires it long up the pitch. Luis Diaz on the break. Salah closely marked by two players. Liverpool have bodies forward. Diaz look for the cross into the box. Nunez trying to head it on, cleared away. Tried to head it on for one of his teammates, not on target, and only found a Newcastle player to clear it away. But Liverpool have it back. Diaz out to the right hand side. Alexander-Arnold whips across in. Nunez was closest, away by Livramento. Gomez trying to challenge and battling the ball, but Newcastle will get the free kick for that shove by Joe Gomez. It's kind of a shoulder barge on the Newcastle defender. Free kick to the visitors. And Mo Salah, 13 Premier League goals this season. Alexander Isak, 9. So both their respective clubs' top goal scorers this season, and both adding to their tally tonight. Only Erling Haaland has more Premier League goals than Mo Salah with 14. Salah closing in on that this evening, getting his 13th. Also Darwin Nunez getting his 6th assist of the season. They've been some partnership since Nunez joined Liverpool. Nunez and Salah, real combination between the two, setting each other up for goals. Here's Luis Diaz for Liverpool. Wataru Endo. Alexander-Arnold to Endo again. Now Gomez, a bit more compact from Newcastle, and to close out the Liverpool attack, but Endo gives it wide. Salah takes it down. Under the wind and the rain, Salah trying to work his magic. Alexander-Arnold whips it in, takes a deflection, and Newcastle have to scramble it away in the end. The pressure from Liverpool felt there, and Newcastle just fired it away for a throw-in. Salah and Alexander-Arnold linking up. Salah blocked off and wanted a foul. Referee again waves it away, which doesn't appease the Liverpool fans. Nonetheless, Anthony Taylor doesn't give the free kick for Mo Salah. Liverpool have it back though from that Newcastle clearance. Endo with a long ball forward. Diaz making the run in behind. Got away from Livramento. Here is Diaz. Nice chop back. Diaz bombing into the box. Plays it across. No one there. Salah will pick it up on the right. Liverpool pushing to be back in front. Alexander-Arnold trying to flick it back, but blocked off to Salah. And then Nunez wins it back, but the referee gives a free kick against Darwin Nunez. There. Felt he had fouled Bruno Guimaraes. And that attack for Liverpool comes to an end. 60 minutes gone, 1-1 at Anfield. And Liverpool again, so much threat, but so close again from Luis Diaz, but no cigar for the Colombian. Newcastle take that free kick. Here's Livramento playing it down the line. Caught the wind, and Joe Gomez will have it back. Heads it down to Curtis Jones. Wataru Endo under constant pressure. Van Dijk gives it out wide to Joe Gomez. Gomez to Endo. Now Jones in a tight space. Diaz linking it back up. Here's Endo. Luis Diaz again, centrally. Switching it out to the right for Salah. Taken down. Salah cuts it back for Alexander-Arnold. Whips across in Alexander-Arnold. Into the air by Botman. Diaz trying to win it. Endo chests it down. Alexander-Arnold gives it to Van Dijk. Better from Liverpool. Here's Jones. Edge of the box, trying to work one in, but took a deflection which helped out Newcastle. But one back beautifully by Szoboszlai. Good step. Finds Alexander-Arnold. Nice Szoboszlai again. Endo. Diaz. Edge of the box. Beating off a few men, and Diaz blocked by Dubravka again. Denied by the Newcastle goalkeeper. And Newcastle come away again, but Liverpool attack after attack after attack. Jones. Szoboszlai. Endo. Now Diaz again. Really good movement from Liverpool. Diaz. Now to Darwin Núñez, trying to work it into the box. Goes down. Wanted a penalty, but there's no foul in there. And then the whack off the back of Joe Gomez. We'll put it out for a Newcastle throw-in. Martin Dubravka, I have to say, has been absolutely incredible for Newcastle. You look at the many saves. He's made, if I'm correct, where is it? 8 saves in this game, Martin Dubravka. 8 saves. Incredible. The switch ball from Newcastle. Carried all the way out for a throw into Liverpool. They just can't seem to get it going, Newcastle. And despite getting that equaliser from nowhere on the break, they really just aren't able to string a few passes together other than that move. Clearance by Burns, not great. Salah picks it up. Salah on the edge of the box, holding off a few. Endo with a cross. Núñez misses the target. What an opportunity. What a cross from Wataru Endo initially. And Darwin Núñez, another opportunity. He just glides across it. Just to flick it on, Darwin Núñez, but flicks it wide. Close again. Liverpool making changes. Dominic Szoboszlai is coming off. He's going to be replaced by Ryan Gravenberch. And Darwin Núñez is also coming off. He's going to be replaced by Cody Gakpo. And then the third substitution there, Diogo Jota is coming on, and he's going to replace Luis Diaz. So a triple change for Liverpool. Núñez, Diaz and Szoboszlai off, replaced by Jota, Gakpo and Gravenberch. So a clinical finisher in Diogo Jota, scored in his first game back from injury. Away at Burnley, got that second goal that wrapped up the 3 points for Liverpool. Jota through the middle, it seems. Gakpo on the left. And Salah remains on the right hand side of that front three. Dubravka clears the ball long. Flicked on by Newcastle. Away by Endo. Down in the middle, Endo nicks it, wins it. Alexander-Arnold. Through to Jota. Nice space for Liverpool to run. Salah down the right hand side, up against Dan Burn. Still going Salah. Salah to go for goal. Palmed away by Dubravka. Jones on the follow up is blocked away and cleared away by Newcastle. Chances galore for Liverpool, time and time and time again. And Anthony Taylor this time is giving away another. He's given another free kick to Newcastle, and a yellow card coming out for Wataru Endo, which he shakes his head at. I mean, I don't know who he fouled. That's his 5th yellow card of the season, Endo. Need to see who he fouled. See the replay again. I mean, that was the Salah chance that was parried away by Dubravka, and then there's follow-up from Curtis Jones. He tried to just find the corner. Very close, but cleared away by Lewis Miley. And Newcastle got the free kick from clearing the ball away. And the game is ever so close. I mean, not on the play. The scoreline is ever so close, but it's been anything but that in terms of the attempts and the chances and the play actions. It's been all Liverpool, but the scoreline doesn't reflect it yet. Here's Kanate to win it back through the middle. Challenged massively there. And Joe Linton, the man making the challenge, mud all over his face. Very committed challenge from Joe Linton, and he gets a yellow card. And there's that many yellow cards on players on yellow cards. Wouldn't bet against a red one. Here's Ibrahim Konate just bombing forward from that. Won the ball and then he carried it forward, and a crunching challenge by Joe Linton. Didn't get any of the ball, and a terrible ultimately. And it's a yellow card. And a free kick for Liverpool. A quarter of the game to go. 1-1 at Anfield. And these games have been hung in the balance previously on many occasions. Late winners have been kind of the common theme with Liverpool v Newcastle games, not just in recent years but over the years in history. Gakpo. Here's Gravenberch. Well, Newcastle have only won once at Anfield in the Premier League back in 1994 when they won 2-0. Gakpo gives it away there. Chance for Newcastle to come forward. They made a change as well, by the way. Lewis Miley came off for Miguel Almiron. Almiron had won the ball there and made the move down the right hand side. Here's Byrne with a cross from the left. Isak was lurking. Curtis Jones carries it away calmly. Very good from Jones under pressure. Now Gakpo can't receive the ball. Bit under hit there from Curtis Jones, I would have to say. And Newcastle have it back. Newcastle trying to come forward. Away by Endo. Alexander-Arnold down the line to Salah. Salah on the right flank. Options in the middle. Here's Mo Salah. Salah again runs into danger and out of play. Corner Liverpool. Dubravka tried to save his left back there, Dan Burn, but the ball had gone over the line and behind for a Liverpool corner. Another chance, set piece for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold over on the right hand side to take this corner. Trent Alexander-Arnold ready to take the corner. The whistle's gone. There's a lot of Liverpool players on the edge of the box. Will make late runs. Cross in. Headed away. Gakpo! Trent can't force it. Konate can't get it. Gravenberch fires over the bar. Martin Dubravka getting in the way of that Cody Gakpo shot. Honestly, Dubravka on another level at the minute. Cross from Alexander-Arnold. It's headed back into the mix by a Newcastle defender. Gakpo was the first shot at it, saved by Dubravka. In the second by Konate, couldn't get a clean strike on it. Couldn't get a clean connection. Cleared away, and then Gravenberch on the follow-up from the edge over the bar for the goal kick. If Newcastle do get something out of this game, Martin Dubravka surely will be their player of the match because he has been unreal in that goal. And here they come forward from distance, straight into the hands of Alisson there. Anthony Gordon from distance. But Liverpool sloppy there from Endo to give it away. Alexander-Arnold trying to win it back. Does win it back. Keeps it in play. Although he thought he did. Salah couldn't. And that's a throw into Newcastle. Well, the first half Liverpool had 18 shots. They've had 10 in the second half. 28 shots in total for Liverpool. Liverpool's XG at this moment in time is 4.25. That means Liverpool should have 4 goals based on the chances they've created. Another free kick given against Liverpool. Bruno Guimaraes this time winning it off Diogo Jota. 20 minutes to go and the game still in the balance at Anfield. Long ball from Newcastle. Almiron tried to keep it in play. He did keep it in play, but it didn't matter. The flag was up anyway. Liverpool have had to win this fixture. They've won the last 5, but 3 of the last 4 have all been by a 1-goal scoreline. 1-0 at St James's Park, 2-1 on those last 2 occasions of a 2-1 scoreline. Fabio Carvalho late winner and a Darwin Nunez late winner to win it 2-1 on those occasions. Alexander-Arnold fires forward straight into the hands of Dubravka. Will we be on for another build up for a late winner here at Anfield tonight. Isak linking up, trying to find Gordon on the run. Konate trying to cover. Gordon goes down. And Konate defending it strongly. And won the goal kick there, Ibrahima Konate. Alisson finds Konate in space. Newcastle committed a few more bodies there, which gives Liverpool a bit more space here. Gomez, Gakpo, trying to hold the ball up, but marked by two players and loses the possession, Cody Gakpo. Liverpool pressing to try and win it back. All the way back to Sven Botman. Botman to go for it long, and Anthony Gordon was coming back from an offside position, so he didn't make the run, which will allow Alisson to come and pick it up and get it to Alexander-Arnold. Well, despite Liverpool making those changes, they've still continued to threaten and still continued to dominate, but I mean, it'd be hard to take Liverpool to another level with substitutes, considering how well they've played. But I mean, there comes a point where the result is more important than anything else, and at this rate it is massively important for Liverpool. Gakpo, trying to find that pass to Gravenberch, but cut out by Newcastle as they try and come on the counter-attack, and they've left two men up there, and running at the back post is Sean Longstaff. Here's Gordon trying to find Longstaff, and Gomez was on the cover, but the header from Longstaff is into the hands of Alisson. Cross from Gordon, really good cross, and on the cover was Endo. Got it away. Here's Salah for Liverpool. Jota! Jones! Identical! Almost identical to Liverpool's first one. Squared by Diogo Jota. You think he's going to strike it. Squares it for Curtis Jones. And another tap-in to an empty net. Dubravka has made countless amounts of saves, but you can't save it from an empty net. Dubravka went to Jota. Jota squared it, and Curtis Jones was there to finish it. And Liverpool do take the lead again. And this time, Anfield, Jurgen Klopp, all the Liverpool fans will be hoping they can hold on to it now. Despite their dominance in the game, on chances created, it's still only a one-goal game. And Mo Salah driving it through. Lovely ball to Jota, who'd made the run in behind. And Curtis Jones there to tap it in for 2-1. Brilliant from Liverpool. Really good in the build-up. And Curtis Jones to get Liverpool second. And that's really, really smart play from Liverpool. Knew the keeper was coming. Knew they'd have an empty net to strike at. And it's a really good bit of play from Diogo Jota. Squares it to Curtis Jones. No doubt. Liverpool 2, Newcastle United 1. And with 15.5 minutes to go, plus the additional time, Liverpool retake the lead. And to boost them even more, Wataru Endo is coming off, and he's going to be replaced by the man returning from injury, Alexis McAllister. But Newcastle are coming forward again. Run by Almiron. Almiron in the box. Almiron trying to strike it. Goes himself. Had options in there and fired it well wide. Did Miguel Almiron. There's again another counter-attack from Newcastle. Ball over the top. Almiron just burst away from his marker Joe Gomez, and then tried to chop it back onto his left when he got it into the box and go across goal, but wide across goal. Well, the weather and the conditions have been wild at Anfield. The football at Anfield has been wild tonight. What a way to start 2024. And Liverpool will get the free kick there, foul it on Diogo Jota. And the referee chatting with Fabian Sherry made the challenge. Free kick to Liverpool. This is just unreal. Lovely ball by Alexis McAllister. Finds Gravenberch. Gakpo wide. Liverpool looking to try and wrap it up and finish it. A third would give them a bit of headroom. Jones. Back to McAllister. Van Dijk to Jones again. Through to Gakpo. Flicked on for Gomez. Back to Cody Gakpo in space. Plays it on just ahead of Ryan Gravenberch in the end. And Newcastle try and carry it away. Here's Guimaraes battling with McAllister. Alexander-Arnold steps in and a big challenge to put it out for the throw-in, which gets a rousing cheer from the fans in that Kenny Dalglish stand on that far side. But Newcastle take the throw-in. Blocked away by Gravenberch. McAllister, Salah, Jota. Everyone helping out. And now carrying Liverpool forward is Mo Salah. And he will get it back into a bit of space for Curtis Jones now. Van Dijk. McAllister. Alexander-Arnold. 13 minutes to go. Liverpool 2, Newcastle United 1. Salah. With the cross, Gakpo made the run. And it's somehow in. The flag stays down. And Cody Gakpo. Not one of his most convincing finishes, but it does go over the goal line, and Liverpool get a third. Such a tight scoreline for a long while. Liverpool took the lead in a couple of minutes of the second half. Newcastle levelled it, but Liverpool, in the space of a couple of minutes, get their second and their third. McAllister, ball wide to Salah, beautifully taken down by Mo Salah. And Salah with an incredible cross, although Gakpo, it's going to be another tight one, I think. Really good from Mo Salah. Beautiful pass outside of his left boot. Somehow fizzes it across the box. Magician with the ball there. And Cody Gakpo kind of miskicks it into the ground and it bounces his way through. Dubravka had committed himself. He was helpless in the goal. And Cody Gakpo makes it 3. But there's another offside check here against Gakpo. That's what I was kind of thinking about when I was talking about the replay. It looked like it would be tight, and VAR getting involved again. Well, they've already ruled out 2 goals in the game, 1 for each team in the first half. And from that angle, it looks like it's just onside for Liverpool, but we will see when the lines are drawn. And this is fine margins again. It looks really tight. Really tight. And the goal will stand. Gakpo does hold himself onside, and Liverpool do get a 2-goal lead in the game. Liverpool 3, Newcastle United 1. Confirmed. Liverpool not giving up the cause yet. Here's Jota winning the ball back and somehow carrying it through. He stumbles to the floor. Gakpo keeps it alive and Liverpool piling the bodies forward. Gakpo threads it through for Salah. Salah miscues the cross. Jones had made the run in the middle, but Salah's cross was straight at Martin Dubravka. Time and time again, Liverpool commit bodies and bodies forward. And that is huge for Liverpool. 30 shots on target. 30 shots, 14 on target. 3 goals. Their XG, I mean, I actually can't believe I'm saying this. The XG 5.98. That is by far the most and the highest XG of any team in the Premier League this season. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the highest ever in the Premier League. We will see in post-game whether that happens. Last 10 minutes, and Newcastle have a corner. Sean Longstaff won the corner. So Liverpool with the 2-goal lead, but still Newcastle come forward and still battle for this. They've worked ever so hard, but they've had very little going forward. Longstaff with a fizzed cross and headed in! And it's Sven Botman, I think. And somehow Newcastle get another goal from a set piece, a free header, and no one battling it, no one trying to get in the way of it, and Newcastle get a second, fizzed across by Sean Longstaff, and just bombing in, and gets the header. is Sven Botman up against Jota. No question about who is going to win that. And Diogo Jota can't defend in the way of Sven Botman, who fires it into the net. 3-2. Maybe the game isn't over yet. What a game. Genuinely. What a game. Newcastle have made a triple substitution. They'd made one previously, Lewis Miley coming off for Miguel Almiron, but they've made another 3, and I'll inform you of those. Another 2. Joe Linton and Dan Byrne going off momentarily, and no Lewis Hall is on the pitch as well. I'll confirm that to you in just a moment. Liverpool 3, Newcastle 2. What a game in the Premier League. And Liverpool still receiving the massive praise from their home crowd, and they still have to try and go and put this out of question marks, but question marks do remain. Dubravka, Cher, Livramento, stolen away by Curtis Jones. Liverpool working it into the box. Jones again cuts it back. Newcastle piling the bodies in, and Sean Longstaff is the man that carries it out of the box, but into his own corner flag and fires it up the line, but out of play. Liverpool will give away a throw in there. Newcastle throw in. 3-2. Livramento switches it across. Gordon. Isak gets away from Salah. Isak forward. Konate had stepped up. Completely missed his challenge. Here is Hall, and Liverpool getting bodies back and in the way, and McAllister, the one to get it away, and the through ball. Diogo Jota, one-on-one with the keeper. Jota goes down off the keeper's challenge. Wants a penalty, and Anthony Taylor points to the spot for a penalty. A lot of confusion over that. A lot of confusion. Have to see this again. Jota come bombing through, tries to go round Martin Dubravka, and there's minimal contact there. Jota flies to the floor. Very, very minimal contact, if any at all. And Jota goes flying to the floor. And there's no penalty, I don't think. Yeah, it's not a foul. There's a minimal bit of contact from Martin Dubravka, but nowhere near it. And Jota goes down. Open net. But the penalty's been given. So the penalty was given by Anthony Taylor. And a yellow card for Martin Dubravka. VAR are still trying to rectify this, but I think if VAR don't get the right decision, they should rule this out and overturn Anthony Taylor's decision, but we await the decision from VAR. And Anthony Taylor points to the spot and says penalty confirmed. To the shock, really, of everyone, because I'm not surprised. Jota, minimal contact from Martin Dubravka, and it's very, very harsh from Anthony Taylor, but his decision stands. And Mo Salah, for the second time tonight, will have a chance to get Liverpool another goal from the penalty spot. Mo Salah, saved by Dubravka the first time. Salah to step up the second time. Jurgen Klopp can't bear to look. I don't think many around Anfield can bear to look at this. Through bated breath, Mo Salah to step up at the Annie Road end and slots it. Mo Salah makes no mistake the second time. Saved by Dubravka the first, but Salah sends him the wrong way the second time round. And a controversial penalty decision in the end. It goes Liverpool's way, and Mo Salah does get his penalty goal for the night. His second of the night. And Liverpool's fourth. Liverpool 4, Newcastle United 2, and surely now that is game over. Cool, calm, collected from Salah. As always, he angles it up as if he's going to his right, and smart play from Salah. Just puts it into the far corner when he knows Dubravka's going to his left. And Jurgen Klopp, who couldn't bear the look, when he knows Mo Salah scores, he fists the air with his two hands in relief. Liverpool 4, Newcastle United 2. What a game at Anfield tonight. What a way to start 2024. On New Year's Day, Liverpool have created more than a hatful of chances. Chances galore for Liverpool. I mean, teams could have about 3 or 4 games and not create as many chances. And they're not finished yet. Here's Salah, who's on a hat-trick now. Mo Salah! Mo Salah! Shot is blocked. And then the deflection away. Gomez to win it back. Joe Gomez does win it back. And wins the... well, should have won a free kick there. I think that was more of a foul than the Diogo Jota penalty. But nevertheless, the game continues. 2 and a bit minutes of the 90 to go. And Liverpool lead by 4 goals to 2. And then you would be a fool to bet against that be the end of the scoring tonight. No goals in the first half. 6 so far in the second. I mean, the second half has delivered what the first half couldn't. And Jurgen Klopp is berating his team because Tino Livramento had miles of space in that right hand side, and if he had just taken the ball into his stride there, he would have had an opportunity. And then Jurgen Klopp, angry that Joe Gomez challenge on Joe Gomez was not given as a foul. I mean, Jurgen Klopp, animated as can be on the sidelines. Although his side are winning 4-2, he's still berating them for allowing space and berating them, the referee, for not giving a foul. Invested. Love it. Jota, late challenge there. Pulled away by Sean Longstaff, and he's the next man in the book. And that will be the 8th yellow card of the night. 4 in the first half, and now that's the 4th of the second half. And that's his 5th of the season, Sean Longstaff. A lot of players will be relieved that that threshold of 19 games is in play, because there's a couple of players, quite a few players, on 5 yellow cards tonight. But that doesn't matter. And Liverpool fans jubilant, clapping, cheering and waving the scarves. They are loving this, Liverpool. They've been loving it all night. And that's an unnecessary challenge there. And a foul on a Liverpool player. There's another free kick, and Virgil van Dijk trying to get involved. And the referee, Anthony Taylor, trying to hold them off each other. Sean Longstaff and Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk just trying to get involved. I mean, there's no need for this. We surpassed the 90 minutes, and we will have 7 minutes added on. So I don't think the officials want this game to end either. I don't think anyone really wants this game to end. It's been an incredible game, and we will have 7 more minutes to watch, to enjoy. One of the best games of this season so far. One of the most dramatic games of this season so far. And again, for the 4th time out of the last 5, Newcastle have lost. Well, are losing, and have conceded more than 3 goals. 3 or more goals, which is quite shocking. But this has been a game of craziness, drama, madness indeed. And a win tonight would take Liverpool 3 points clear of Aston Villa, would give them a bit of breathing room against Man City, who have a game in hand. Will go 5 points behind Liverpool. Will Manchester City, if Liverpool hang on to win this, and it seems they will. Alisson just picking up the ball there. And Arsenal will now be 5 points as well behind Liverpool with the same number of games played. So a massive festive period indeed. Liverpool coming up with 2 wins, seemingly. Arsenal away with 2 losses, and that is a massive difference in the end. Massive, massive difference. Remember, these Arsenal and Liverpool played each other here at Anfield before Christmas, just 2 days before Christmas, and Liverpool were held to a 1-1 draw on that day by Arsenal. Couldn't be split the two, but the table is showing otherwise at this minute in time. And before the game, last couple of weeks, Liverpool have been growing in their contention for a title charge by the most kind of shocking of circumstances. I mean, surprisingly, McAllister trying to thread it through for Salah there, behind for a goal kick. Nice idea, but the execution wasn't there. But the title charge for Liverpool has really come out when they have hit the top, when they have hit the summit, and they will remain on the summit at least for another week or two, at least for another 2 weeks at the very least, until they play again. And Liverpool have another non-easy game, and they have Arsenal again coming up. I mean, it's really no significant feat. I mean, massive for Liverpool in recent weeks, but Arsenal away in the FA Cup, 3rd round this Sunday. That'll be one closely watched, closely followed, one to really keep an eye on. Massive tie at the Emirates on Sunday. Jota trying to link it up with Alexander-Arnold there away. And then they have a League Cup semi-final tie, Liverpool against Fulham the next midweek, back here at Anfield. And Newcastle, they have a cracking FA Cup tie as well. First time they will play their local rivals Sunderland in 7 years in the FA Cup 3rd round. Sunderland and Newcastle at the Stadium of Light early on Saturday afternoon, before they welcome Manchester City to the St James's Park, and the weekend following that, which will be another game to keep a close eye on. Lovely ball forward from Liverpool. Here's Salah through. Mo Salah for the hat-trick. Salah blocked, denied. Jota, deflection, corner. So close for Salah. So close for Jota as well, but wide for the corner. I mean, I have to say, the way Liverpool have played, I mean, I don't know if anybody would have stopped them tonight. They've been unreal. And Alexander-Arnold applauding the crowd on his way over, smiling at the away fans in the process. Over to the corner flag, and he's getting a few hand gestures back from the away crowd there. This corner of the pitch. Alexander-Arnold to deliver this corner. Right-footed, right across the box, and headed away by Newcastle. Gravenberch picked it back up. Curtis Jones now. Liverpool have kept bodies up the pitch. Maybe wanting to keep the ball in a good area. All the way back to Alisson though. Gomez for the switch ball. Right to Mo Salah. Away. Salah trying to keep the press on Newcastle. Battling. Wins the throw-in. Salah to Gravenberch from the throw-in. Back to Salah. Salah under pressure. The pass does find its way to Alexis McAllister. 90 seconds to go of an incredibly dramatic, crazy, unpredictable second half. Liverpool have fired more shots than anyone this season in the Premier League. 32 shots. 34 shots, sorry, it's just updated. That's the most since since that win over that draw with Manchester United. They had 34. been firing the shots the last couple of weeks, and they're breaking records in the process. And at this rate, Liverpool's XG is 7.2, the highest on record in world football, the highest ever. Incredible, which is nuts. Free kick for Newcastle, into the box, bouncing around, Van Dijk gets it away, and Alexander-Arnold has a counter-attack on it. Salah had made the run, 3 Newcastle players retreating, Salah on the way through, Salah running through, holding off players as he does it. Salah! Oh, the flag, I think the whistle went in the process and there was a free kick given against Mo Salah, and that is the final whistle from Anthony Taylor. The game that no one would have predicted. Even at half-time, Liverpool had so many shots in the first half, 18. They followed it up with 16 in the second half. Incredible from Liverpool. The highest XG on record. The most shots from a Premier League team this season. Newcastle held in there, tried their best, got 2 goals in the end, but it wasn't a match for Liverpool's 4. Mo Salah getting them, opening the scoring. Darwin Núñez squared it. Salah to tap it in for 1-0. Then the same again. Curtis Jones got Liverpool's second after Newcastle had levelled it through Alexander Isak from nowhere with their first shot on target of the night, Newcastle. Jones put them back ahead. Then Gakpo made it 3-1 before a 3-2 from a corner. Fizzed in from the right-hand side by Sean Longstaff and headed in by Botman before Mo Salah. He missed a penalty in the first half, but you don't give away 2 penalties to Mo Salah and expect him to miss them both. He scored the second, which wrapped it fully up for Liverpool in the end. An incredible game. Liverpool, if they continue on this form, not very many teams in world football could beat them. Incredible from Jurgen Klopp's team. An XG of 7.27, a record. The highest ever recorded. 63% possession, 34 shots, 4 goals, and Liverpool top of the Premier League tree. They came into the new year on top. They weren't going to be pushed off it, but they now have a 3-point gap to second place Aston Villa. Liverpool on top, and Liverpool getting 3 more points. Final score from Anfield in one of the craziest games this season. An incredible finish for Liverpool. Incredible game for Jurgen Klopp's team. Liverpool 4, Newcastle United 2.